Yeah, I'm awake. I guess the question is, who else is? Eastern Standard Time, it's like 12:45. Who's up? Negro League, you're the first one to leave a comment. Shalom to you. Peace. Amaris, shalom to you. Peace, 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 peace. Thanks for leaving some comments. Thank you to... Hold on 1 second, y'all. Thank you to the brothers and sisters that are coming into my house and following the rules, because some of you guys are not. Y'all know what the rule is. You come in, you hit that like button. Y'all know how this algorithm thing works. I'm not the only person on YouTube that says it. Y'all already know how it works. So you already know what to do. Hit that like button. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Okay, now y'all really not doing bad on the likes. I can't even hold you. Jimmy G, shalom to you. I saw your comment on the other video a moment ago. We're going to work that out. Jimmy G, we're going to work that out, okay? So shalom to you as well. Who else is up in there? Y'all, what's up on your Charlotte? Shalom to you. Okay. Star, shalom to you as well. Okay. Shalom to everybody. This is just an impromptu message because I'm up. I shouldn't be, considering the time I got to get up, but I'm up. So I just wanted to put a message out there to who it applies to. And what I'm going to say doesn't apply to everyone. So he or she that hath an ear to hear, let them hear. As a matter of fact, before I get into that, did y'all guys see that YouTube was down for a couple of hours today? I'm pretty sure everybody saw that because most of us, voluntarily or involuntarily, we are all addicted to YouTube. Most of us watch YouTube and get our information from YouTube way more than we get it from conventional media. Like most of us are not watching conventional TV anymore. Maybe we might watch a little cable here or there if there's a TV show that you like on there, but we're getting a lot of our information from social media, particularly YouTube. That's everybody. So there's no shade with that. YouTube was down for like about a couple of hours. I don't know how many hours, but I know there was a pocket of time where I was trying to watch videos for about 2 hours where I couldn't, maybe even 3, where I couldn't get on. Somebody said that I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I won't speak too much on what I think it is. But what I will say is that, yeah, I think that was a beta test. Can I just say that? That was a test for something that's coming with social media real soon. Just a test run. That's an opinion, not based on any particular fact or anything I could bring to you guys right now to show you. But I believe that that was a test for something that's coming. So I just wanted to say that. So let me just get to the point of what it is I'm saying. I know most of you guys will probably see this video a little bit later and not now, especially since I'm doing this through the app. That's a whole nother argument, which I won't get into. This is what I want to say. I want to say something to you, sisters. This is not directed towards you. This is directed towards the men, because women don't do this thing. It's you men, you big, strong Israelite men that talk all this stuff about when you were in the world and how tough you are and how much of a gangster you were in the world and all this other BS, which nobody believes. I'm talking to you men for a second. You sisters, you can sit on the sidelines for a second. I'm talking to the men. A lot of men, you talk all this stuff about leading your household, being the man of the house, being an alpha male, and all this other stuff that a lot of you Israelite men do and say, right? You want the women to submit to you because you're some alpha male. But, and again, if this doesn't apply to you, just let it fly. A lot of you Israelite men are not alpha males. You're not. You're not. I can tell just by little things you do. I'm going to give you a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I did a video now, day before yesterday, recapping a debate that took place concerning whether the Native Americans were Israelites and they migrated to the New World or not. It wasn't a debate that took place on this platform, but the brother Jeremiah asked me to come on. I brought him on, and he recapped the debate, right? Now, there are those of you that watch this channel that you agree that the so-called Native Americans throughout North, Central, and South America, that they are indeed the Israelites. And there are some of you that watch this channel that don't agree. I allow everybody to come on this channel, and I allow you to give your perspective. I don't censor what you write in the comments as long as you're respectful. And I don't censor what you write. I should say, let me rephrase that. I don't censor what you put in the live chat when the video's live. My moderators, if you're disrespectful, they might time you out, whatever. But I don't censor what it is that you say. Like, I can't tell you that I don't tell people that they have to agree with me in the live chat or agree with my guests. I realize that I'm going to bring people on this channel. I have in the past, I will in the future, that people don't agree with. That's bound to happen. So people in the live chat will agree and some will disagree, and you'll be allowed to do that. Also, when you leave a comment after the live is over and you come to the video and you watch it after it's done and you leave a comment, there's people that agree and that disagree. I don't have a problem with that either. I don't. So if you go to the latest video that I just did, you're going to see people in the chat that agree, and you're going to see people that disagree. I personally have no problem with either. But this brings me to the reason and the title of the video. Here is what I am not going to tolerate. If you disagree with what it is that I say or a guest says, you are welcome to put that into the comments and say, you know what, I don't agree with that. You're welcome to leave that in the comments. I have no issue with that. But I have an issue with some of you grown-ass men. I'm talking to the men, not you sisters. You sit on the sideline just for a second. I have an issue with some of you grown-ass men that come on the comment boards and you will leave me a 500 to 1,000 word, not letter, 500 to 1,000 word comment trying to teach on the comment boards. So here's the process that I do. This is what I do. If you're coming on my comment boards to teach, because apparently I don't have a right, you got the right doctrine and I don't. If you're coming on my comment board to teach, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, hey, bro, that's your opinion. I hear you. I don't agree, but I'm going to let you live. If after I give you such a lighthearted and fair response, I don't even get at you. I tell you that that's your opinion. We don't agree. You can live, whatever like that. And you come back and leave me another 1,000-word comment behind the first 1,000-word comment that you left me. Now you're teaching. So now I need to know if you're such a great teacher. I need to see some works to back it up. So I'm gonna go check your page out. So there was 2 individuals on this last video that left me comments. The first dude left me about a good 500-word comment the first time. I let him live. I responded back to him. I said, that's your opinion, but that's fine, whatever, no problem. Very lighthearted. I thought he would have left it at that. He came back and followed it up with a 1,000-word comment. Okay, now we got a problem. Because now you on my thing teaching, I let you live, and you came back teaching again. So you got this wonderful doctrine that's so much better than what I'm teaching. So let me go to your page and see. And I clicked on his page and I went to see this individual has no videos on his page. Now I have a problem. So this is what I want you guys to know. You are welcome to agree or disagree with me on my videos. But here's what you're not going to do. This is for anybody. If you comment on my comment boards to teach, if your comment exceeds 100 words and you coming on to teach, and I go to your page and see that you have 0 videos, then you ain't serious. I'm going to block you. Not because we disagree, not because you have an opposing view to me, but if you're such a prolific teacher, and if your doctrine is so right, you would have been teaching on your page before you came to teach on mine. So I'm just not having it. I'm just not having it. If you're not teaching on your page, but you see fit to sit down and type in a comment on my video that's 500 to 1,000 words that probably took you God knows how long to type, but you couldn't take that same amount of time to make one video to teach your people on your page, now we have a problem. And so I'm going to get rid of you immediately just for being an asshole. And I just can't find a better word than that. It reminds me of the people that come and stand in front of the camps. It's the same thing. I don't have a problem with you coming and stand in front of my camp and you even disagreeing with what we're teaching. But I always ask people, if you were to go to the corner right across the street from us and stand there, would anybody stop and listen to what you're saying? The answer is most definitely, we already know the answer is no. Nobody gives a damn about what you're saying. The only way that you can get an audience to stop and listen to you is to come amongst the audience that we have listening to us and to be a scoffer. That's the only way that people will pay attention to what the hell it is that you're talking about. We already know this. So just like we dismiss scoffers that come in front of the camp, that couldn't get an audience nowhere else, that the only time somebody will listen to you is if you come and stand in front of us and disagree with us. Outside of that, nobody gives a damn about what the hell you're saying. Same way we dismiss those people is the same way I'm going to dismiss those of you that come on a comment board, right? I'm not talking to the people that disagree. For those of y'all that's just coming in, you can disagree. I'm talking about the people that come on the comment boards and you leave me a 500 word to 1,000 word comment. Just one comment, like 500 to 1,000 words. And then I go to your page, says, man, you took some time to type that. You got all types of scriptures in here and you're telling me everywhere that I'm going wrong. And I'm like, you a hell of a teacher. Let me come over to your page and see what you're doing. And I get there and you don't even have one video. Now I'm upset. Because now you're full of shit. So you must know if that's you, yeah, I'm going to block you. Yeah, I'm going to delete your comment. And when you can get some videos on your page and you teach and show me the wonderful works that you're doing, then maybe I'll bring you back in. So I just wanted people to understand that there was 2 people that did that on this video. We're in a time right now where things are moving so fast. Nobody has time to play games with grown-ass men and women, especially men. Sorry, sis, it's not y'all, it's the men. Nobody has time to play with you dudes. I don't. I have 0 tolerance for BS right now with all that's going on. So if you're such a wonderful teacher, go on your page and teach, and let's see if the people gravitate to what it is you're teaching, because you have this just wonderful doctrine. But I find a lot of you men, you can't get an audience nowhere else but where the audience already is, and that's why you guys show up on other people's comments, leaving stupid, vain comments on other people's comments. And another thing, let's be real for a second. Do you think that I'm going to sit down and read a 500 to 1,000 word comment? Are you crazy? Ain't nobody got time for that. So when you guys leave that comment on my page, I read like the first 3 sentences. And I'm like, man, I already know where you're coming from after 3 sentences. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you live. And I'm going to tell you, okay, bro, that's your opinion, no problem. And I'm going to keep it moving. But if you come back and follow it up with a second 500 to 1,000 word comment, you have all this free time to type all those words. You better, when I go to your page, be teaching. If I go to your page and there's no videos, no, you can't stay. You got to get your page up first. Because you have this wonderful doctrine that's better than mine. Prove it. Prove it. Then you had a second dude who also got dismissed because, okay, yeah, he had one video on his page. He left me another super long comment, probably about 300-400 words. Went to his page. He had one video that was posted 6 years ago. No, brother, you're not worthy for us to have a conversation because you ain't really serious about teaching your people. You're not really serious. This is the same way for those of y'all that's not camp Israelites. This is the same way we treat scoffers when they come in front of the camp. If you got this great doctrine that you're saying we're wrong, just go stand across the street. Let's see if people listen to you. And that usually shuts them down because ain't nobody gonna listen to that garbage. So I'm just here to keep it real. Hassad, shalom to you, Lord. Hassad, shalom to you. So I just have to say this because, you know, I noticed that, and I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, and that's okay. That's what we do. You know, a lot of y'all, if it doesn't apply to you, let me give the disclaimer first. If what I'm saying doesn't apply to you, skip it. A lot of y'all hate camps. A lot of you hate camps. But then you come and you be on the camps, comment boards, and live streams talking. You know why you do that? Because the camps, comment boards, and our live streams is where it's at. That's where the action is at. That's where the traffic is at. And it's not over on your page. Ain't nothing going on over by you. That's why you over here. That's why you over here. Don't think that we don't know that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys love to come and teach a whole daggone lesson on my comment boards, and I go to your page, there's nothing there. So I want to make it clear. This is not going to be long. I want to make it clear. If you leave a comment and you come back and you don't see it, it's not because I'm deleting comments that don't agree. I got comments that don't agree with me on every video I do. I don't care about that. But if you're going to leave a comment that's longer than 100 words, I'm giving you 100-word maximum. If you're going to leave a comment that's longer than 100 words, and I go to your page and there's absolutely not one video teaching, you got to go. I'm so sorry. I just have no patience for it. I'm really sorry. And so I just needed to say that because there's going to be a few people that's going to be like, oh, he deleted my comment. Yes, I did, because you ain't teaching on your page, so you show us hell ain't teaching over here. Bottom line. Can I get some more likes, family? Can I get some more likes, please? The niggas that got no works got the most to say about the brothers that's out here working. Well, you know, you should have did it like this. You should have did it like that. Who asked you? What you doing on your page? Before you leave a stupid comment, look at your page and say, well, I better not say nothing. If you had some sense, you would say, you know what? Let me not say nothing. Because if he actually come and check my page, ain't nothing going on over here. If I was to come to your YouTube page, your Facebook page, I probably would see them but booty shaking videos and all types of other nonsense on there because you ain't teaching. The majority of you guys that have leave these stupid comments, not just on my page, but all the camp pages. The majority of you guys, I'm talking to the men, not you sisters, because it's these sensitive niggas that's leaving comments on people's pages. The majority of you guys have no works. Why should we listen to you? Why should we listen to you? I just have to ask that. Yes, Sister Heavenly, it is annoying. It is annoying. But it's part of the work, so, you know, we deal with it. We deal with it. I realize there's a lot of dudes in Israel, like I told Brother Polite, when he was on his campaign, I said, dudes, you probably, some of these dudes just don't have no father. They never had a father. So, they're just looking for attention and all that. I get it. It's all good. I ain't mad. But I just wanted to say that. That's all. I ain't gonna rant too long. I appreciate you brothers and sisters listening in, and to the people that will watch this video in the future. I just had to say that because I know how the game goes, man. Somebody's gonna complain at some point or another that their comment got deleted. I don't delete comments that disagree with me. You can go to the last video I put up before this. You will see comments of people that did not agree with me. That's not the point. You have a right to disagree, and we could have a conversation and an interaction and a dialogue. That's not the point. But you Israelite men that call yourself teaching on the comment board, you got 50 scriptures. You got this whole wonderful breakdown that's so much better than what we're teaching. But when I go to your page, you have nothing. I'm talking to you. You better think before you comment on my page, because if I go to your page and there's nothing there, I'm deleting you and your comment and blocking you. I don't need you over here. And that's just what it is. If you're offended, oh well. And I'll just leave that there. Before I go, I'm about to get out of here. I didn't say what I had to say. I done ranted a little bit. Is there anything else anybody wants me to address real quick before I go? I'm not going to be here long. I'll probably do something in the morning because there was something I wanted to show you guys. A couple of articles that I came across I wanted to show you guys. Is there anything else anybody want me to talk about? Once again, YouTube was down for a couple of hours today. That's probably a beta test for a longer blackout on social media that's coming. That's just my opinion. It's not based on any facts or nothing like that, but I could kind of see in the spirit what's happening. Like they're getting ready to shut down a lot of the dissenting voices on social media. Nobody voted for Joe Biden. Let's just keep it a buck. Nobody voted for that devil. Nobody voted for him. They done stole the election, the whole nine. There's a lot of people that's exposing a lot of information with that and other things. And they're just tired of it. We're exposing a lot of things as Israelites, and they're just tired of they're just tired of everything, man. And YouTube might be, I'm not prophesying it, but there might be a lot more censorship going forward than what there is now. And they're testing for something. I'll say that. All right. 12 tribes, children of Israel asked me about the Piso family. So I actually started working on that PowerPoint. I'm doing this from my phone, so you can't see. But I actually started working on the Piso family PowerPoint this week. So you guys can look forward to that coming real soon. I don't think I'm going to break any new ground on that. I think that there are a lot of great articles and stories and stuff already out there that debunks the whole Piso family writing the New Testament doctrine. I think there's a lot of stuff already out on the market already. So I'll be regurgitating some of that stuff. I don't think I'll break new ground on that, but I do have a great PowerPoint I was also working on this week called The Fallacy of the Original Manuscript. I'm going to say it again. I have a PowerPoint I'm working on called The Fallacy of the Original Manuscript. This whole thing that the fake woke conscious community is pushing, which comes from white atheists, that they keep asking us, where's the original Bible? So I'm going to address that, because that is a fallacy. That is a myth. There's no such thing, right? There were always multiple copies of our records. If you understand the way to rightly divide the word, you can see that from the Torah on up, there was always multiple copies. There was never an so quote unquote original manuscript. That's some bullshit that they use that dumb people that don't know better will fall for because they don't know better. So I'm working on that too. That's coming soon. I had some videos on the Mark of the Beast. Those channels got taken down. I haven't done anything on YouTube on it in a while, but it's definitely relevant now, especially with this whole COVID-19 thing happening and the vaccines and the vaccination certificates and all the other stuff that's going on. All that stuff is interrelated. So I will be addressing that again real soon. Absolutely. That's very important in this day and time. People are going crazy, man. Like, I saw so many posts on my timeline on Facebook about the fact that YouTube was down. People were going crazy. We're more addicted to social media and even, social media sites like YouTube, Instagram, etc. We're more addicted and more attached to it than a lot of us like to admit. We are. And that's not a slight on anybody. That's me too. I don't watch regular TV. If anything, I watch YouTube for 90% of my consumption of media, whether it be truth, whether it be news, whether it be just entertainment. Like, a lot of my consumption of media comes through the internet, YouTube, sites like Hulu and stuff like that. So we're really attached to it. So when YouTube went down, people were panicking already. I was getting calls from my sisters saying, oh my God, YouTube is down forever, because they've been watching some of these conspiracy videos. It's a lot of that stuff. Somebody said something about the book of Enoch. What he said? It said the Ethiopian Bible was translated 340 AD, which includes the book of Enoch. That's what they say. Well, you guys do know, because this is another thing, right? You guys do know that there's several I don't want to say several because it's more than several. There are many different canons out there, right? Depending on where you're from. You have the Ethiopian canon, right? You have the Catholic canon, right? You have the King James canon. You have the Eastern European canon. You have all these different canons, and what canons are is basically a group of men get together and decide what books are or should be part of the Bible and what books should not. And the canons all differ depending on what part of the world you're in. Some of these are authentic records, and some of them are not. Right? So the Ethiopian Bible is one group of canon books that's out there. And it depends on who you ask. I've never actually read the Ethiopian canon to read the Book of Enoch in the Ethiopian canon to see how it measures up to the Book of Enoch that we have over here that I see some camps using. But if I were to be on the safe side, I would tell brothers and sisters to stay away from the Book of Enoch that's over here that a lot of brothers in some camps are using. I would advise them to stay away from that. That's my opinion. And I base it on what what I will tell you is I'll use the logic that my elders used to me. I have other reasons, but I won't use that. I'll use the logic my elders used to me. With the Bible that we have, including the Apocrypha, my elder used to always say, if you can't break that down, then why are you adding books to it for? Why? If you can't give the breakdown for the Bible you already have, if you don't understand the Bible you already have, why are you out here trying to hunt for all these lost books? What that doesn't make any sense. Deal with the books that you already have that have been revealed to you already and learn to break those down first. And that was always a cut to me. That here I am trying to look for Enoch and Jasher and this book and that book, and the very Bible that we have in front of us, the majority of people can't even break that or understand that down. You got Israelites that's in this truth that's still tripping over basic 101 stuff. Should we keep the law? Should we not keep the law? Should we keep holy days? Should we not keep holy days? What was Paul talking about? Like all this other, BS. So I would advise brothers and sisters to stay away from the English version of the Book of Enoch. Right. 12 Tribes said Marshall. That's who said it to me. It was Marshall. That was something he always said. That was just simple logic that he used to always use. If you can't break down the Bible you have, don't go into them other books. That was enough of a cut for me. I understood exactly where he was coming from because it was true. Well, okay, somebody said something. What he said with Joe Biden winning the election, wonder what QAnon is going to push now. Okay, so real quick, Rico Israel, I'm going to end with you before I go. I had a video that I did 2 days ago to YouTube, banned immediately. All right, give me 1 second here. Shoot, it's hot as hell in here. All right, so I had a video that I did 2 days ago that YouTube banned immediately. So I want to talk about that. When you say Joe Biden won the election, where are you getting that from? And it's not a to put you on the spot per se, but we have to be, I'm just asking you that for a reason. Where are we getting that Joe Biden won the election? Joe Biden has been projected, listen to the words I'm using. Joe Biden has been projected by the media to have won the election, but Donald Trump has not conceded. That is not a small thing. That's a major thing if you understand the way the U.S. Constitution works. If you understand that a candidate not conceding and taking it to court has a lot of different tentacles and different things that are built in that a lot of people are not considering. I did a video on it 2 days ago. As I said, because I played a video from another YouTube channel, the video got taken down or removed by YouTube. But here's the point. Ultimately, I'm just going to get right to the point. The way that it's built in the U.S. Constitution, if Donald Trump does not concede the election, the ultimate stage, I'm skipping many steps, right? The ultimate stage is that the choice of a president can land in the House of Representatives. And I played a video showing this, which is why the video got removed. The presidency choice can end up in the House of Representatives. Now, we know the Democrats control the House in terms of numbers, but the way the Constitution has it set up, if there was a vote in the House of Representatives as to who should be president, it doesn't go by, in other words, the Democrats have more, no, it doesn't go by, it goes by delegation. This is what was being broken down in the video that I was showing. And what it is that there are more red states than blue states. So the Republicans could very well circumvent the popular vote election, the electoral college, and all that if they can't come to an agreement. If Trump does not concede, the Republicans can circumvent that process and bring the election to a vote in the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives would set up delegations. The delegations would not be according to the number of reps. In other words, as I mentioned, the Democrats have more people in the House than the Republicans do, but it wouldn't work like that. They would set up delegations. And if you look at the map, there are more red states than blue states. So they can very well circumvent the whole process and put Trump back in. There's a very good video that I did with somebody breaking that whole thing down much better than I can, because it was even new to me. Showing how Trump could very well be voted back into power via the House of Representatives if he does not concede, if they cannot resolve this in court. If this cannot be resolved in the Supreme Court, it will go before the House of Representatives, and they can very well circumvent the whole process and put him back in, which would do what? It would cause chaos. You see black people, alphabet people, y'all know what I'm talking about, and everybody else celebrating in the streets and partying and having a good time, saying that Trump is gone and Biden is now the guy. If that were to be reversed, whatever way it could be reversed, if that was to be reversed, if they was to pull the carpet, the proverbial carpet from under the feet of everybody that's dancing and having a good time, that's going to lead to chaos. And then you're going to see all the stuff that we've been talking about, riots, civil unrest, all the stuff that I've been saying, that make sure that you're prepared and you can stay in your house for a certain amount of time. If something go down, you can very well see that. But the important thing to understand, I'm going to give you guys, you have to just listen to what I'm saying, because if you missed my last video, it got canceled on YouTube. It's still playing on Facebook. For those of y'all that are friends with me on Facebook, I was simulcasting on YouTube and Facebook. So those of y'all that are friends with me on Facebook, y'all still can watch the old video. The ones of y'all that are not friends with me on Facebook, you cannot. So I'm just going to tell you where to go. The name of the video, the name of the channel is called Tom, like T-O-M, just like Tom. And what you want to do is you want to put in the correspondent. His name is Van Jones, who I don't like. I think he's a Tom, but that's neither here nor there. Put in his name, the Tom, and then put in Van Jones, and then type in what happens if a president refuses to concede? Put in some type of verbiage like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. The channel is called Tom. The person is called Van Jones, right? V-A-N, Van Jones. And then type in what if a president doesn't succeed? Now, I don't mess with him, but he's not giving his own opinion. He's talking to you about how the way the process works when a candidate does not succeed. What are all the steps and what is the ultimate step? The ultimate step is the election could very well end up in the House of Representatives, which will not vote based upon the number of representatives. It will vote based upon delegation. And while there are more people living in what they call blue states like New York, California, etc., while the population is more dense in those states, which is why they have more reps in the House, it doesn't work like that. When it comes to voting in a president, if it comes down to that, it goes by delegation, and there are more red states than blue states, so they can circumvent the whole process and put Trump back in. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's in the books. They can do that. And if that were to happen, that would usher in chaos, which we already know is coming one way or another. The Bible already prophesies, a man shall desire to go into another city and shall not be able, because there's going to be chaos everywhere. So it's coming one way or another. So you were asking me about QAnon and what they're going to say. They're basically what QAnon is saying, because I've been monitoring a lot of the pages of the people that push that stuff. They're pretty much saying that Trump is going to stay in office. And then having watched that video with Van Jones and him talking about how the Republicans can circumvent the whole process if it's brought to the House and put him back in, it is a possibility. And they're pushing it and saying that's exactly what's going to happen. I don't know that that's exactly what's going to happen, but it's a possibility. One way or another, it's going to get crazy. So we just got to remain in the spirit. I could use a few more likes. Now y'all starting to pop in here real quick. That's good. Just as I'm about to get off, but for those of y'all that's just coming in, I'm going to repeat what I said earlier, and I'm not going to be long. if I'm going back to the original premise of the video, which is the title. I don't have a problem with any of you guys disagreeing on the comment boards. You type on the comment boards, you watch a video. I don't expect you to agree with my guests all the time. Sometimes I might have somebody on you don't agree with. That's fine. And you're more than welcome to express your disagreement on the comment board. I don't mind that either. I'll let you live. Here's what I'm not going to allow for those of y'all that just came in that missed it. If you type a comment in that's anywhere from 500 to 1,000 words, first of all, I'm not going to read all of that. I'm just not going to read all of that, so you wasted your time. But if you type in a comment that's 500 to 1,000 words, that means you're teaching now on my comment board. You're not just expressing disagreement. Now you're teaching on my comment board. So what I'm going to do is, since you have all this great wisdom that far surpasses whatever I have and whatever my guest that I had on has, you got the truth and we don't. Since you're such a great prolific teacher, I'm going to go to your page so maybe I can learn something. And when I go to your page, if I get there and you have no videos, so you don't have you don't think to teach on your page, to teach your people that's over on your page, you ain't teaching them. But you're coming on my page, leaving a 1,000-word comment. Now I'm going to block you and delete you. Because you first need to teach on your page. Since you got all this wisdom, teach on your page and show me how it's done. If you're doing that, you can live. I'll let you stay. I ain't going to do nothing. But I noticed that the majority of people that leave these long behind comments with a 50 scriptures, the comment is 1,000 words. When I get to your page, you ain't teaching anything. You're just like the scoffers that come in front of the camp that have all the right words to tell us about how we at camp were doing it wrong and you got it right. But if I were to tell you to go across the street for an hour and you teach over there and let's see who listens to you, you couldn't do that because nobody would listen to you. Nobody would listen to you. That's why you don't teach on the street, but you want to come in front of the camp where we have an audience listening and you want to interrupt the teaching so you could be heard, because that's the only time anybody would take you to listen to what the hell you saying. It's the same thing on the comment board. I'm going to apply the same thing from camp to the comment boards. If you're going to come here and leave me a 1,000-word comment, you better have some classes on your channel. If you don't, I'm going to block you. Not because you disagree, because there are comments right now on my last video that don't agree with the whole breakdown of the Native Americans being Israelites. Now, I didn't take those comments off. I took the niggas that came on my page that left a 1,000-word comment, and I went to your page. You have no teachers. I took you off because you need to teach on your page before you come teach on mine. That's what it is. All right? And with that being said, I'm about to get out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Most High will. I'll probably come with a video in the morning as well. I got some articles I want to show y'all. A shout out to Brother Kanai. He sent me some powerful stuff I want to show you guys tomorrow morning. So I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Most High will. All right. Love y'all. If you haven't hit the like button, you off. Repent and believe the gospel. Hit that like button so more people can come in and join in on the conversation on the back end. Love y'all. Peace and blessings. It's your brother Priest Dan. I say shalom.